huge welcome back to Stace Does Travel and a huge welcome to this video all about how I booked our trip to Tokyo. So this is actually part of a bigger trip. So Tokyo is like our middle destination in the trip. So we are starting in Osaka, we're moving on to Tokyo, and then we move on to Shanghai. But I'm doing separate videos for each city just because it's a little bit easier, and obviously if you're planning a trip to one of these cities, you don't want to watch the whole thing. So this one is all about Tokyo. So obviously if you're watching this and planning a Tokyo trip, this part of the video may not apply to you too much purely because we're obviously travelling from in Japan to somewhere in Japan. We're not coming from the UK straight out to Tokyo. But you can book direct flights, you can book indirect flights, like there's plenty of options to get you to Tokyo. But for us personally, we will be in Osaka. So Osaka over to Tokyo, we are going to get the bullet train, also known as the Shinkansen, which I'm actually really excited about because it looks like a really cool experience to have in Japan, which sounds really strange, but it's like one of those things that I feel like I'd love to do in Japan and we now get to do, which is awesome. So we will be booking the Shinkansen over to Tokyo, which is really exciting. You can take your luggage on the train, but I think we are going to forward ours just for ease because we're going to have a lot of luggage. We're out there for 2 weeks. We don't want to be lugging around like suitcases and backpacks and maybe another suit. We don't know how much luggage we're going to have at this point. So I think we're going to forward our luggage for this part of the trip. And then after we get off the Shinkansen, we can just go and explore Tokyo. We don't have to worry about having any luggage with us, which is quite nice. But yes, we will be getting the Shinkansen. From what I've seen online, I haven't booked it just yet, purely because our trip is still around 3 months away. So I haven't booked it just yet. We probably will either do it close to the time or actually on the day. So you can either book it in the train station. You can literally go to a counter, or you can go to like a kiosk with a screen and you can book them there. And then from what I've seen, they're around 60 or 70 Great British pounds. Don't ask me how much that is in Japanese yen, I've got no idea. But yeah, from what I've seen, they're about 60-70 pound. You can get nicer seats, you can pay extra for like oversized luggage, which is like your big suitcase. It's not much, I think it's about a tenner. But yeah, we probably will forward our luggage just for ease, and so we don't have to then pay that extra to take the luggage on the train. But yes, we will be getting the Shinkansen down to Tokyo, which I'm so excited for. We are actually splitting our trip into sort of 2 different sections in Tokyo. So we've got Tokyo City and then Tokyo Disneyland. So we're going to be spending 2 days in Tokyo City and then 4 days at Tokyo Disney, which I'm so excited for. Kind of the whole purpose of this trip is to go and see these theme parks out in Asia, so really looking forward to that. But I'm going to talk a little bit about the Tokyo City side of things first, and then I will move on to Tokyo Disney. But yeah, we're sort of splitting it up a little bit, but I think what we're going to do is do a day in Tokyo, then do our big Disney time, and then have another day in Tokyo at the end, just so we don't exhaust ourselves, because we move on to Shanghai straight after Tokyo. So I feel like we need that sort of not intense theme park day at the end of our Tokyo stay. So yes, splitting the trip up a little bit differently to what I thought we were going to do. I thought we were going to do like 2 days at Tokyo City and then 4 days at Disney, but I just think for our bodies, I think we need to do it this way around. So yes, we've got 2 days in Tokyo City. I haven't quite written our itinerary just yet. I've got a rough idea of some things that I would like us to do, and obviously 2 days isn't a lot of time. But what I am going to do is exactly what I did for my Osaka trip. If you've watched that video, you already know I use ChatGPT for my itineraries just because it takes the stress out of the research. So instead of being like typing in what to do in Tokyo and having to read like 8 blog articles and the TripAdvisor pages and all these different things and realise like what is the right thing for you on your trip, I literally plug it into ChatGPT. I do a little bit of research on what it spits out. If I don't like something, I literally reply to ChatGPT, please remove that and replace it with something else. And it does. And it's a really good tool if you are, like, I love planning holidays, but I get a little bit overwhelmed at the same time. For someone like me, ChatGPT giving me an itinerary is perfect. It's exactly what I need. So I will be doing that for our Tokyo City days. It's just getting ChatGPT to write me an itinerary, modifying it as, you know, as we want, and then yeah, probably follow that for the most part. Also just want to mention, we are staying in one hotel in our time in Tokyo. We may live to regret this because it's closer to Tokyo Disney than actual Tokyo, but I just thought for ease of not having to swap hotels, again, we're already staying in, I think, 5 hotels during this trip. I just thought for ease, let's just stick to one hotel. It does mean we do have a little bit of a longer commute to and from Tokyo City, but I think just for ease, that is probably the easier thing to do rather than having to swap hotels and take our luggage and unpack and repack and just all of that stuff. I'm not going to share what hotel that is just yet, but if you do watch the trip vlogs later in the year, you will find out. Again, as I mentioned in my Osaka video, I don't share where we're staying in an unfamiliar place just because of safety reasons. You don't know what weirdos are out there in the world. But we do have a hotel near Tokyo Disney, and that is all I'm going to say. And it is a little bit of a commute into Tokyo City, but yes, I will share where we are staying in the vlogs. So let's talk about Tokyo Disney, which I'm so excited for if you can't already tell. So from our hotel, again, near Tokyo Disney, it's not at Tokyo Disney, it's sort of a little while out. Our hotel does provide a free shuttle service that goes in the morning and then collects in the evening, or there is actually just a train line that takes you straight to Disney, and then you can jump on the Disney monorail to whichever park you wish to go to. So that is what we will be doing. We'll probably get the train over the buses just because I don't think they're the best times. We might try the bus one day or one evening, but yes, if we do, again, I'll share that in the vlogs about our experience and if the bus is any good and if the times are good and how long it took and all of that stuff. But yes, from our hotel, we will either be getting bus or getting the train. So because we are actually staying off site, that does mean I've had to buy tickets separately, so we haven't like packaged it or anything. I will talk a little bit about the Tokyo Disney vacation packages. We haven't booked one, but I did do quite a lot of research, so I will mention that briefly. But for us, we are buying tickets individually. Again, haven't done it yet because they're not actually on sale yet. I think they get put on sale around 2 months in advance. And again, as I said earlier, we are 3 months out. But there's lots of different places you can buy these from. You can buy them from Tokyo Disney Direct. You can buy them from Klook. You can buy them from trip.com. Like, there's plenty of different websites you can buy them from. I guess it's just a case of deciding, you know, which one you trust, which one you want to use, which one might be slightly cheaper. I think we're probably going to use Klook just because what I've read online seems that they're quite reliable and that they've got a good reputation and people have had no problems with them. So I think we probably would use those, and you can pay in Great British pounds, which is awesome. Obviously, if you book directly through Tokyo Disney, you're going to be paying in Japanese yen. So if you don't have like a foreign fees credit card, you're going to be paying even more on top of your tickets. So I think that's the plan at the moment. Things might change close to the time, you never know with me. Like, I have all these ideas in my brain, and then by the time these things come around, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do that instead. But right now, we will be buying tickets probably through Klook. Like I said, we are going for 4 days. We're going to do 2 days at Disneyland and 2 days at Tokyo Disney Sea. So we will be buying, you know, a ticket per park per day. And yeah, seems easy enough to do, and yeah, that's all I really have to say about the tickets, to be honest. I did say I would touch on vacation packages. I am in no means an expert at all. I did have a brief look into them, but they came out so painfully expensive. Like, you get what you pay for in a sense, because you get like extra goodies. You get like, some of them do like popcorn buckets, you have drinks vouchers, you have like fast passes for the rides. They are good value for money, but when one night at the cheapest hotel was double the cost of our 5 nights at an off-site hotel, we're not paying it. It is a really good option for some families out there and some people out there, but for us personally, it's just too much money. But you can book a vacation package, so it basically means you can, I think it's up to 2 nights you can do. So you can do 1 or 2 nights in an official Disney hotel, and then you get either 2 days of tickets if you book for 1 night, or you get 3 days of tickets if you book for 2 nights. And if you are at an on-site Disney hotel, you also get something called Happy Entry, which basically allows you access to one of the parks 15 minutes early. And you're probably thinking, 15 minutes? Apparently it makes the world of a difference. I can't speak from experience, but I've seen a lot of people saying it is actually really worth it. So make what you will of that information, but make sure you do your research, because certain hotels have Happy Entry to different parks. I don't know which ones off the top of my head, but make sure you look which park the hotel you're looking at has Happy Entry to, because it's not, you can pick and choose. Some of them I think you have to go to like a specific park. So I think for like the Fantasy Springs Hotel, you have to go to Tokyo Disney Sea because it's next door. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I am in no means, way, shape or form an expert on vacation packages, but I can tell you what I learned while we were researching. And yeah, they are expensive, but they do seem like good value for money. And if you are looking to stay on site, it makes sense to do a vacation package. They look really amazing. I would love to do one. It's just too much money for us personally. But if it's right for you, then have a look. You can do it through the Tokyo Disney website. You literally just type in Tokyo Disney vacation packages and the whole thing comes up. You can go through, you can make all your selections, and then at the end it'll spit out a price. A really expensive one. But that is also an option for your Tokyo Disney stay too. As for our plans in the actual parks, who knows at this point. I think we're going to have like a night, me and my friend Emily who's coming with me, we're going to have like a night in at some point and watch some vlogs and figure out like what we want to prioritise, what snacks we want to try, like what rides we absolutely have to get on, like the exclusive rides that are exclusive to Tokyo. Like we need to make a bit of a plan of action, because 4 days sounds like a lot, but I don't think it's going to be. We are planning on doing sun up, sundown every day for 4 days, which is going to be rough, but it'll be worth it. We need to get as much as we can done, because we may never come back to Tokyo Disney. So yes, that is the plan, is just to do as much as we can, but also prioritise the things that we absolutely have to do. Like we have to have like non-negotiables and tick them off straight away, because I'm not going home from Tokyo Disney not doing something that I want to do. You know what I mean? You spend a lot of money to visit these parks. Like I want to make sure that we do everything that we absolutely want to do and just have the absolute best time ever. I'm literally so excited to experience Tokyo Disney. They do also have a fast pass system, which I think is called Premier Access, the same as Disneyland Paris. I might be lying. It's quite a possibility. I get so confused between all the Disney parks around the world and what systems they all have at this point. So they do have a fast pass system though, where you can buy fast passes, and they also have free ones. So at the moment they have like a 40th anniversary one. I don't know if that's still going to be valid when we get there, but they do offer some free ones. And I think for the shows you have to enter a lottery system, so you can't just walk up and queue for them. You have to like enter a lottery, and then that lottery will tell you whether you get to go see the show or not, which is a bit wild if you ask me. But I don't know if that's going to be something we prioritise as shows, because obviously they're going to eat up a good chunk of the day, because by the time you wait to get in, you sit down, the show starts, the show finishes, you're talking probably an hour plus. So don't know if we're going to be doing that. But what I will say is that the Tokyo Disney app does have pretty much everything that you're going to need. Like I've spent quite a lot of time looking at it, so the maps, where the rides are, like how the fast passes work, bits like that. It has everything you need to know, so do download it, because it genuinely is really helpful. The last thing I am going to touch on just very briefly is the language barrier in both Japan and Tokyo Disney. I've done a lot of research about this because I'm quite nervous about it, and a lot of people have said like majority of people will speak basic English, like you will be able to have a conversation, but it is respectful to learn some basic terms like hello, good morning, thank you, please, excuse me, stuff like that, or like where is the toilet, little things like that. So if you are planning a trip to Tokyo, Japan, Disney, whatever, just learn a few basic phrases. I haven't done it quite yet, just purely because I know I'll forget them by the time it comes around, but close to the time I will be learning some basic phrases, just so we can be polite and respectful and hopefully, have very basic conversations with the people that we do encounter out in Japan. So while yes, there is definitely going to be a language barrier, it is easily overcome. There's also like, you can use Google Translate, there's other apps you can use to like translate. Don't be scared about it. Like I am very nervous about it, but I know that we are going to be okay. Like if we can't communicate verbally, there is Google Translate. We have options, so it's going to be okay. So yes, just a quick one that there is a language barrier out in Japan, don't get me wrong, but a lot of people will speak basic English, and if not, Google Translate is your friend. I think that's pretty much all I have to say on this one. I think that's everything that I wanted to touch on. So like how we're traveling to Tokyo, roughly kind of where we're staying, what we're doing in Disney, what we're doing in Tokyo, how we're going to plan all of these things. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. If there is anything I have missed that you are curious about, pop me a question down in the comments. I will get back to you as soon as I can, or you can reach out to me on Instagram at Stace Does Travel. It's the same as my username over here. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to say. The next video will be all about our Shanghai portion of the trip. So from Tokyo, we're heading over to Shanghai. We are flying with Air China, so we basically booked like a big flight package with Air China. So we did London to Osaka, then Osaka to Tokyo, obviously on the train, Tokyo to Shanghai, again with Air China, domestic flight, and then Shanghai home. So we just did a big thing with Air China, so we will be again flying with Air China over to Shanghai, which I'm so excited for. So that will be the next how to book and plan video of this little mini series that I'm doing, just because I really want to make these vlogs, just so if you are planning a trip to any of these cities or a big Asia trip like we are doing, that I can help you book it and plan it, because it is a logistical nightmare. It took me a very long time to book and plan this trip, I'm not gonna lie. It's been an experience, but I've learned so much while doing it. Like, it's been amazing, and I'm so excited to get out there now and experience everything there is to see and everything there is to do and everything there is to eat. So excited to try all of that food. If you are thinking of planning or booking a trip like this as well, I am a fully qualified travel agent, so if you do want a hand booking, I'm more than happy to give you a hand. Like I say, I've done a lot of research now, you know, I know a lot more than I did this time, you know, a year ago. I'm more than happy to help you out and we can work together and get your trip booked. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for the moment. Like I say, if you have any questions, pop them in the comments, reach out on Instagram, whatever you want to do. But for now, I am going to love you and leave you, and I will catch you in the next one.